Hi, I'm Purple Streak, and today I'm going to talk to you about another Pokemon ROM hack. Pokémon Flora Sky. Shaman's in front of the grass that's meant to be in the foreground. That's a good start right there. Here's a fun fact. The barcode used on the box is for Metroid Prime Pinball. I'm not really sure what to do with that information, but there you go. Pokémon Flora Sky is a ROM hack of Pokémon Emerald created by someone by the name of Sky in 2011. The main boasts of this game are Gen 4 and 5 Pokémon in a Game Boy Advance game with new sprites and a whole new map. So let's jump right in. So everything starts out pretty similar up until the town name, which has been renamed. Are you ready for this original new name for a small town? Little Root is now called Small Town. Ah yes, welcome to the town of Small Town. Hope you had a safe trip in your big van, Mr. Small Child, was it? It's interesting that they'd get lazy with the town name when a surprising amount of effort was put into everything else. The map is different, there's new NPCs, new towns, new gym leaders, a whole host of new Pokemon that weren't available until the DS generation of games, and there's some very interesting scripted events early in the game too. Remember how you got the starter Pokemon originally? The great Pokemon Professor was being chased by a Zigzagoon for some reason, and despite having 3 Pokemon on him, being aware that Pokemon can be dangerous, and despite the fact that it's a freaking tiny doggo versus a man, he needed to rely on a 10-year-old to save him. Whereas in Flora Sky, you walk into a cave and are greeted with an illusionary Darkrai, an intriguing explanation for the Darkrai, and then Professor Birch stumbles upon you and warns you not to go outside without a Pokemon, and offers you one. I mean, how much cooler and more entertaining is that compared to the original? Another strange scripted event happens a bit later into the game, where Palkia and Dialga are fighting and open up a portal. Granted, the effects are less than stellar, but it's still interesting. Another notable addition to the game is the character Sky. I can't decide if it's cool or vain that the creator added himself into the game. Also, I suppose now would be a good time to segue into the game's grammar. Whilst it's certainly not Vietnamese crystal levels of bad, a lot of new dialogue isn't grammatically correct. Take this moment when Sky teaches us how to use Rock Smash. First, teach your Pokemon can learn it. Yes, you with the weird hair? Hi, I have a question. What do I do if I only speak English? Another negative point would be that the game goes from hand-holding to complete abandonment at a moment's notice. The start of the game is very well directioned. If you take the wrong route, the game will let you know, usually with the help of an NPC. But then after you encounter Shaman in the Torn world, it gives you no direction on where to go. It randomly mentions that you can now go into houses you couldn't before, so I thought maybe that was a nod in the right direction. But nope. As it turns out, you're supposed to go back to the beginning again and continue your route from there. I mean, there's a whole bunch of random stuff here. Why wouldn't I assume I'm supposed to be here? As interesting as this game seems though, I'm just not interested in finishing it. Maybe it's just that I've played so many Pokemon games at this point that the thought of repeatedly jamming the A button over and over for hours is putting me off. Or maybe it's that I don't really know where I'm supposed to go now. Granted, it's probably because I've been playing parts of this at 10 times the normal speed, but come on, it makes leveling up so much faster, can you blame me? So with that, I give this game a 7 out of 10. Certainly one of the better Pokemon fan hacks, with a lot of content packed into it and only a few faults here and there. If you're a fan of Generation 3 and looking for something to play until Pokemon Ultra Mega Turbo Sunshine comes out, then this is the game for you. Except I just emulate it for free as the creator intended, and not give some random guy on eBay money for a cheap cartridge version that only saves if it feels like it. So basically, don't do what I did. Or what I've done. Thanks for watching! Before we go, here's a quick shout out to Thomas the Ninja Artist, who drew some amazing fan art of me. He also made a speed draw video of it, and I'm honoured to be his first YouTube video, so check him out. I'll leave a link here.